This is Kent Rupert, Team Leader for Airdrie Economic Development, and I want to welcome you to Business Life in Airdrie. Today we're here with Jon Boyle, the owner and principal of Rangeland Conservation Services, and welcome, and we appreciate you taking the time to help us out here.
Yeah, thanks, Kent. Appreciate that.
For those that may not know who Rangeland Conservation is, can you give us a bit overview of what your company does?
Well, Rangeland, we are an environmental and geotechnical consulting company. And from an environmental perspective, we have numerous disciplines, professional disciplines in-house that do biological surveys from rangeland ecology, botany, vegetation assessments, wetland surveys. We also have wildlife biologists and technicians and environmental inspectors. From our geotechnical division perspective, we have geotechnical engineers that work with us.
And so your clients would be everything from oil and gas right up to municipalities to right across the board, anyone that needs any type of environmental services.
That's right, Kent. We're not solely oil and gas. We do a lot of work with oil and gas folks, but we also diversify in other sectors. On our agricultural front, we work for a lot of non-for-profit groups. Mm-hmm. We do city planning, environmental planning with cities, green rooftop projects, and
fantastic, yeah.
Bioengineering projects, which is really great. Perfect.
So congratulations on your 20th anniversary this year.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So what made you choose Airdrie, way back 20 years ago, and what made you stay in our community as you saw your business grow?
Well, 20 years ago, I was getting into rangeland ecology, and I'm a grasslands ecologist, and I was looking for a kind of a small town for my wife and I to come to. The community itself is very family-based, so it worked well for our objectives personally, but also worked well for our company. Now we really promote a company that's family-based in-house with very much life work. So the community of Airdrie really worked well with us for that because it just fit that type of philosophy.
Perfect. So, obviously you're a leader in your industry, and what makes your company stand out different from some of the other companies and your competitors?
I really appreciate the group approach. And this is what I feel that we're a leader in environmental geotechnical planning, when we don't send out academics and biologists to, say, build pipeline projects. We bring in the disciplines that we feel have huge input and ownership at the end of the day and do creative environmental mitigation. You can step back and go, hey, that's pretty cool. Look what we've done here. The client's happy. We've reduced the impact, the footprint of the project on the environment, and in some cases actually enhanced the environment and made things better by actually doing construction.
So obviously environmental services and the whole environmental monitoring's changed quite a bit over the last 20 years. What are some of the changes around staffing, technology, or even services that you've seen change within those 20 years?
It has evolved that we now have all the specific disciplines in-house that do the work, as opposed to doing a third party, bringing someone in to work for Rangeland. We can now, as a group, do it in-house. It works. There's a lot more harmony that way. It's cheaper, and there's a lot more team spirit. At the end of the day, you have a better product.
Fantastic. So what are the growth plans for Rangeland over the next little while, and what's the next step as a business?
I think the objective for Rangeland is to stay the size that we are, and improve and get better and stronger as time goes on. We bring in new staff, and eventually we're going to evolve, but not significantly into new directions. We're going to evolve into maybe smaller components that's going to build the company bigger as a whole.
So thanks, Jon, very much for taking the time out to spend with us and tell us a little bit more about Rangeland Conservation Services.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Congratulations again on your 20th anniversary being in Airdrie.
Thank you.
So this is Kent Rupert, Airdrie Economic Development, and this has been Business Life in Airdrie. Make sure you check out the spring issue of Airdrie Life magazine for the full feature of Rangeland Conservation Services. And again, thank you very much for all your assistance.
Thank you.